Hello my friends, I'm Duchess and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a fan art of a webtoon that I absolutely adore. Are you guys familiar with Odd Girls Out? Let's get started. I've been reading this webtoon for a long time. It was one of the first webtoons I ever started reading. Odd Girl Out was probably one of the first 10 webtoons I read. I remember thinking that the title of the webtoon was odd and very unique, so I clicked on it. And then I saw the art style, which I thought was very cute and refreshing compared to other webtoon art styles that I had seen. Like the first one was Siren's Lament, which has a very unique and beautiful, lovely art style. And then True Beauty, which I started reading after, but then Odd Girl Out just has such a different vibe to it, so I was kind of like attracted to that. And I remember clearly how I was super hesitant to read this webtoon because there were already about 100 episodes by the time I had clicked on it, right? And 100 episodes is kind of a lot, especially because I was still new to webtoon and I had never binged before. Not even I've binged like TV shows and stuff like My Little Pony and things when I was little, but I mean like for webtoons, and webtoons actually kind of take a long time to read. Anyways, so I decided to give it a shot because it just looked so interesting, and if you don't like it, you can just stop reading it, right? And oh boy, it is now one of my favorite webtoons ever, and Nari Oh, who is the main character, is one of my favorite female webtoon characters ever. She's incredibly well written, and she's definitely not perfect. She's not the prettiest girl. In fact, she's probably average. She's not really strong and she's not super smart either, but she's not dumb. But the biggest thing about her is that she's just so kind and forgiving, and not in the typical shoujo manga way that's way too cringe and annoying and gets on my nerves, because you guys all know that I really don't like that kind of female lead. She's the right amount of kind, and she's relatable, and she's also an overall cute and bubbly person. Since some of you may not be familiar with this webtoon, I'll briefly go over it in a really bad way. So it's a slice of life and drama webtoon series about Nari Oh from when she was young, and it's about her life growing up. Right now, she's in high school, and I've seen her grow and evolve over the years, from all the way from elementary school till now, which is so lovely, and I feel like that's why I love her so much. It's like she's my own child. Anyways, she experiences a bunch of life events like everyone else: bullies, friendship, crushes, etc. It's heartwarming, heartbreaking, bittersweet, and happy all at once. So yeah, this is a really short summary of this webtoon, and it doesn't do it any justice at all, so go check it out if you guys are interested in this kind of genre. It is so good. Anyway, I told you guys that I was recovering from my webtoon crisis, so I am on a hiatus. I was looking at my older digital drawings last night, and I came across this old fan art that I made a few years ago of Nari Oh and Seonghwa Kwon. Sorry if I said that wrong. So when I made this art, I was so in love with Nari Oh and the male interest Seonghwa Kwon. I was obsessed with them, and I shipped them so hard. It was an enemies to lovers kind of trope, and it was done so naturally in a very realistic way, and you guys know that I am a huge sucker for this trope. Also, Seonghwa Kwon was just super amazing and really cool, and I was so happy because they sort of ended up dating, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to spoil too much of the webtoon if you guys haven't read it yet, or if you guys plan to read it, or yeah. But fast forward a year later, and I saw this drawing and thought it was time for me to redraw it, and also add another lovely character into the mix. So this is Changyang Ju, and he showed up in the series about the same time as Seonghwa did, but he was never really a male interest until a little bit later, but I didn't really think too much about him. Anyhow, he's in the drawing now, because he's also a male interest, and I thought it would be nice to draw all three of them together. By the way, if you guys did watch my least favorite tropes video, I really, really strongly dislike the love triangle trope, and I guess you could say this is the love triangle trope, but it's also not. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to spoil it, but it's not done in a way that annoys me and frustrates me. So yeah, I really like it. This drawing is turning out much softer than I thought, but I'm alright with it. I'm trying not to think too much about the art style and just draw freely. I've been doing a few studies, but today I'm just relaxing. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and although I feel like my art progress has been non-existent the past year, I can definitely see the growth from looking at these two drawings here, so that makes me feel happy. Let me know what you guys think about this drawing in the comments below, and if you guys would be interested in reading this webtoon. That is all I have for you guys this week. If you guys enjoyed this week's video or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next week.